Hey YouTube, John, Common Sense Outdoors. I've got you on my hat cam contraption, so hopefully you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. What I want to show you today is a simple spring snare setup. You see right here, I have a pole that I've brought down here into the backyard. I've tied it, 2 pieces of bank line, to another tree. So any pole you're going to use for a spring device, you can take it and put it anywhere you want it, as long as you have something to attach it to. But it's going to shorten the life of this spring pole. Once you've cut it, it's going to dry faster, and the springiness is going to start to go out of it faster. But it will work for a while. This one's been here for a couple weeks. So I've just tied to the end here, run that line down. Down here I have a simple Y, hammered it into the ground with this rock. I've got a toggle tied to my bank line, and then the line continues, makes a loop. One of the cool things that I've done here that you might want to think about doing is the way I have my trigger set up with a Y, and I've also laid a straight piece across the bottom of the Y. This is basically set up for a bird. It doesn't matter where a bird was to step. If they were to step on either side of this branch or here, it's going to be enough pressure to push this off this toggle. So you have a 3-way triangle that can step on any of that. The leaf here would represent where I'd place the bait, if bait is an issue, or depending on how much you have. If I had a lot of bait, or if I was just going to practice, I had a piece of bread, I'd spread it all over in here. But if bait was an issue and you only had a little bit, place it right here. You can see I've set up some sticks and twigs and stuff to deter them from coming in from the backside and kind of channel them in here to the front. You have to think about the length of a bird, especially if it was like a big crow or something, a bigger bird. If they were standing outside your snare loop, they could reach in and get your bait without ever stepping into your trigger, which I've practiced and I've watched, and they will do it. So you want to make them step somewhere on this triangle. So in order to get to the bait in the back, assuming that they're deterred by your sticks and rocks, and which they will, they have to come in further to be able to reach that bait, so they're going to have to step on the stick somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trigger it, and then I'll reset it real quick and show you how I did it. So anywhere they come, if they step here, it should do the same thing. Got them. Okay, now how I do it to set it, real easy. You see I just have this tied once and then a half hitch on each side of the tie. I have a flat spot carved onto my toggle where my trigger stick sets. Pull that down, hold it under the Y, reach around the back side, hold it with your finger. Take your Y stick. The hard part about using a Y like this is getting your 2 base sticks here adjusted right. Place it against both your base sticks. Okay, And then all I did was I took another stick and laid it right across the back to give me my 3-way trigger. Then of course you just take your loop, and this is more of a bird setup. Another thing I've seen people do is you don't need your loop way up here. You're better off to have your loop oblong shaped where the bird will be standing. And if you can see, I have some little twigs to help hold that loop where I want it. I don't need the loop up here because the bird won't be standing up there. They don't have to walk in that far to get to the bait. The closest they'll stand is here to reach down and peck that bait. So you're better off using an oblong loop and have more area here for them to step in than area up here, if that makes sense. So there it is, all set again. Like I say, the triangle is the way to go. I originally had it with a 1 post here and a 1 trigger stick, and threw some bread out here just to see. I actually had it, didn't have the loop set up, just to see what they would do when they come in. And numerous birds came in here, stood here and got the bait without ever stepping on this 1 straight trigger stick. Going to this triangle increases your odds greatly. So there it is. Hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.